Hi, it's Willie Crawford here, and I want to thank you for responding to my invite to let me share with you a little more about how I might be able to help you in your business. I've been in business on the internet now since 1996, and in that time, I've served as an advisor to numerous businesses online and offline, and I'm aware of many problems that you guys face. The biggest one is actually often cash flow. Lots of businesses that are fairly successful make lots of sales, but a lot of brick and mortar businesses in particular often make their sales like net 30, 60, or 90, which means they make the sale today, they don't get paid for 60 to 90 days. And so they often don't have enough money just to keep operating. One way to get around that and to get around a lot of challenges that businesses face is to not spend cash for everything that you use to operate your business. And that's what this that note was all about and what this recording is all about. I'm a member of an organization called ITEX. ITEX is a barter exchange. And I'm sure many of you are familiar with barter. That's where if someone else has something that you need, instead of you paying cash for it, you trade something that you have that they need for it. Well, a barter exchange formalizes that and makes it so that you can do that you're not dealing directly with one party. The barter exchange I'm a member of is called ITEX. That's ITEX, and this is what the front of our site looks like if you just went to itex.com. And actually, you wouldn't see all of that because you don't see the invite button on your screen until you become a member. But what we are all about is we are 25,000 members spread across the United States and Canada. There's similar organizations in other regions and other countries, practically every region of the world. But I'm only familiar with ITEX really in depth. I know that some of the others operate very similarly. But we are 25,000 members, and we sell our goods and services for barter dollars rather than cash. Barter dollars are deposited into our account. They're kept on account just as the money would be kept in a bank account. And then when we see something that we want to buy, we pay for it with barter credits. And so for example, I sell books that I've written. I sell plants that I grow. I sell my coaching and mentoring. I sell access to membership sites, all kinds of things. And I accept bartered credits for those. And I turn around and use my barter dollars to buy things that I need. Let me show you our marketplace real quick. And as I'm doing that, I'll mention that we also have lots of nonprofits that are members of our organization. So you don't have to be just a for-profit business to be a member. This is our marketplace, and these are the different categories of businesses within ITEX. Again, there are 25,000 businesses across the U.S. and Canada, actually more than that, but the categories are accommodations, that's hotels and travel, limousines, timeshares, all kinds of things, attractions like Disneyland and all those types of things. Advertising, that's newspaper, magazine, website advertising, radio and television, billboards, animals and agriculture, all kinds of things to do with that, arts and antiques, lots of arts and antique dealers in the organization. Automotive, that's everything from buying a regular car. We have members, I noticed recently, one selling brand new cars, but lots of members also sell old cars. What we often do is we'll have a resource we're not using or underutilizing, and we will sell it or offer it on the marketplace to generate some revenue that we can then use to keep our business going. So if I had an old car I didn't want, or an old warehouse I didn't want, or had excess capacity in some fashion, I would offer an exchange. I could offer for cash too, but that wouldn't be through the exchange. This is just another marketplace. So we have lots of people selling all kinds of products, business products, all kinds of everything from paper and copiers to legal and secretarial services to you name it. It's available there. We have members who are charities. Our charity members, a lot of them just join and they ask for donations from time to time. And they're listed in the directory or within the membership site. We also publish a member directory. and the charities get money. Business owners, they're going to pay so much taxes anyway, and uh, a lot of them would prefer getting tax deductions where they at least have some say in how their tax money is spent. So giving to a charitable organization is one way to do that. It's one way that I do it to reduce my direct tax liability. And it makes me feel good, and I can put on my website maybe that I contribute to certain charities, and that increases your sales too. People, a lot of consumers are conscious of that, or they look at whether or not you contribute to some worthy cause. We have lots of people that sell new and used clothing. I have a person I use now who is a clothier who does just men's clothing, and he takes my measurements and makes made-to-order clothing of all types. We have computer services to include everything from sale of new and used computers to computer repair, remote and in-person, all kinds of electronics, of cosmetics and makeup, everything from buying cosmetics and makeup directly to cosmetologists, of education, all kinds of training, entertainment, tickets to major Broadway shows and all kinds of things, all kinds of attractions, food and beverage. We have suppliers of food and beverage that are members, but we also have tons of restaurants and catering companies and things like that are members. Furniture and fittings, everything from office furniture to lawn furniture to you name it. I've seen lots of fireplaces, for example, offered that are either indoor or outdoor fireplaces. Health and medical, we have doctors, dentists, chiropractors, you name it, that are members. Many of those members, they don't list what they're offering directly in the database. Instead, they go to what we call a trade director, and they say to that trade director, okay, why don't you bring me no more than 5 new customers a month? And what they're looking for there is they have excess capacity, and they're thinking, well, I'm not using all my time, so why don't I trade some of that for barter dollars, and I can use those barter dollars to buy things I need, like advertising and janitorial services, maybe clerical services, things along those lines. That's how we operate. So some members use the trade directors to ration their products and services. We have home and garden. I use a nursery, for example, in my area, and that nursery goes through the trade director that I mentioned just a few minutes ago and tell them, okay, you can issue gift certificates, but don't issue more than X number of dollars per month or per cycle. And so every so often I reach out to their trade director and say, I need several $100s worth of gift certificates. I go to that nursery, I buy fertilizers and seed and, all kinds of things like that, potting soil, pots. They sell all kinds of stuff that you would think a nursery would sell. And they're within an hour of where I live. We have industrial and manufacturing, anything you can think of there, from contractors to home builders, jewelry, new and used jewelry and jewelry repair, legal services, lots of paralegal, but also, if you need a lawyer, a full-time lawyer to help with the case, chances are that I've seen mostly the initial consultations on iTex, and after that, it's whatever they offer. Marine and aviation, we have lots of members that charter fishing boats. We have people that teach you to fly, give flying lessons, or give you tours over an area. Like in my area, there's one company that does beach tours, things like that. And even taxi services, air taxi services. Personal care services, everything from a massage to facials and pedicures and manicures to you name it. It's available there in our membership. Printing and stationery. I'm getting ready to reprint copies of one of 3 books that I've written, and I've reached out to an iTex member to get a quote on the number of copies that I want to keep on hand. I can also, do print on demand some places, but I like to keep several thousand copies in my mini warehouse. So I'll get an iTex member to do that for me. It's cheaper, and I'm not spending my cash for things that I need. Instead, I'm using barter dollars, and I'll show you in a minute how I earn my barter dollars. Let's see. real estate and construction. We have members that are realtors, members that run construction companies, contractors, repairs and maintenance, everything from automotive maintenance to home repair to exterminators to tree trimmers. We have all these types of people as members. 25,000 members across the U.S. and Canada. Retail and shopping, lots of stores, online and offline. I have gone into brick and mortar stores, said I'm an iTex member. I noticed you got a decal on your door, and picked out thousands of dollars worth of merchandise, including one Christmas. I did all my Christmas shopping at one local store, which was a liquidator. Safety and security, all kinds of things fall in there, sports and recreation, everything from paintball games to you name it, it's there. Telecommunications, internet, telephone service, all kinds of things there. One of my clients is actually big into telecommunications. Transportation, when I'm getting ready to go on a trip, I'm as likely as not to reach out to an iTex member that's a hotel owner and lock down a week worth of stays in their hotel or a timeshare for a week on in Vegas or Orlando or Atlanta, wherever, and then arrange for a limo to pick me up in the airport whose driver is or whose operator is an iTex member. So I don't have to spend cash for those types of things. I have lots of iTex credits that I build up, and the way we build up credits is by selling our goods and services to other members. And let's see, I don't think I showed my offering, did I? No. Okay, let me go see marketplace ads, and then my ads. This is there we go. My ads, I have 55 ads right now. I buy and sell regularly, lots of things. So I have 55 ads running, and those ads are selling everything from CDs and DVDs, lots of those for anywhere from $10 up to $50, $60, $70, depending on what the topic is of the CD or DVD. I also have membership sites. This one's $97 per person, a one-time fee. I have membership sites where I charge a monthly fee. Here I sell copywriting, and I also sell, here I offer to set up other people with a set of 10 membership sites for $997. So they give me $1,000. I set them up with 10 membership sites on different topics. And the thing is there, I have this arrangement where I get 100% of that $997, and the site is set up set up semi-automatically. I need just a few bits of data, and the person has membership sites on different topics, and they can then sell those memberships and keep all the money, but I keep each of the $997 from the sales that I make. So that's where I make $1,000 a pop. Here I do custom lead generation websites. I charge $10. I'm sorry, I listed 10 websites for rent at $1,000 per month. But in my listing, I said if you commit to a year, if you still pay month to month if you want, but if you commit to a year, I'll give you 12 months for $10,000. And yes, I have takers on that offer, so I do make 10 grand a pop on some sales. But then again, I do have things that I sell for as little as like $10, and I have lots of membership sites. And I was going to show you where's my copywriting offer. I'm just going to show you what we do is we click on a button and it says create an offer, and then we create the offer, and I'll show you this one. This is my ad. I give it a title, and the site operates a lot like a search engine for members. Once the member is logged in, so you can see I'm logged in, it says log off. And once the member is in there, they give the offer a title. They put some keywords in to make it easier for other members to find them. And you can put whether something new or used or whatever. It doesn't apply when I'm selling a service. And then my listing says who I am. It tells my age, my background, who some of my teachers were, And then I say here how much I expect them to invest, and that invest instead of spend is an important word, how much I expect them to invest in my services. So I'm setting the expectation there. I say $5,000 to $20,000 for a long form sales letter. That's one of those web pages that, is a headline and a subheadline and all the benefits and testimonials and pictures and graphics and comparisons and all that stuff. I have been writing copy since I was 14 years old, when I published a mail order newsletter. And I've been doing internet copy, a web copy, for the past 26 years. So I'm fairly good at copywriting. And so I charge up to $20,000 for a long form sales letter, $5,000 to $10,000 for a short form sales letter. And the short form sales letter is often a revision. The client has a website that's not working the way they would, it's not giving them satisfactory results. So I go in and rewrite it basically. I can start from scratch and just give them a short form sales letter, but when I'm doing a rewrite, I'll also charge anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 for that. And yes, I get customers take me up on that more than the long form sales letter. I also charge $200 per email to do an email campaign, and I charge $3,000 to $10,000 for a video sales letter script. I do the script and put it all together, but then I prefer them recording it. But it's whatever we work out. My range is from $3,000 to $10,000. So they want me to voice it over or find a voice talent, I can do that too. But these are the prices I charge. And I emphasize here that my prices are below AWIA, which is the American Writer and Artist Institute recommended prices. And then I give them a link right within my ad or my listing where they can download a PDF that shows what the recommended pricing is for professional writers. And so I give them, proof beyond a shadow of a doubt that my price is actually very affordable. And so that's how I make my barter dollars, and I do quite well. I spend it quite frequently too. My house is equipped with a lot of gadgetry and electronics and things like that, and lawn furniture from iTex sales. Yet I have to keep reminding my wife that earnings on iTex are fully taxed by the IRS. iTex does issue a 1099? 1099 each year, showing what you made in barter dollars, and the way you balance that off is with a good accountant and a good legal advisor, tax advisor, you show which parts of your earnings were tax-deductible business expenses. You follow proper accounting procedures. I'm not giving you any advice on those two topics. I'm not qualified to, but it is the earnings that you make are fully tax-deductible. So as I mentioned earlier, I use iTex to have books printed. And the secret to my books is a lot of these books I pay as little, less than $2 a copy for, and sell them for, $25 to $30 a copy. So, and I'm not coming up with the money out of pocket to print the books in the first place. So to become a member of iTex, if you're interested, you can contact me contact me, Willie at williecrawford.org. It's Willie at williecrawford.org. Or you can text me at 850-621-2116. That's 850-621-2116. And when you contact me, I'm going to need some information, your name, your business name, your email address, and your phone number. And I'd also like to know a little more about your business, just a brief description of what you do. Because what I'm going to do is go over to the website, and because I'll see a button that says invite. When I click that invite button, it'll bring me to this page where I can invite someone that I think I would like to have as a member of my organization, because we're all 25,000 business members band together to help each other to grow their businesses, basically, and conserve cash flow. So I fill in the form, your first name, last name, your business name if you have one. If not, I just put your regular name, contact number, that can be personal or business, and an email address. That can be personal or business. And when I click the send button, it goes to a trade director that knows me personally, and that trade director trusts my recommendations. And so there's a 99% chance that they're going to just welcome you into the organization. But he's not going to know something about you and your businesses. if they ask me any questions, I want to be able to say, yes, I know this person, and here's what they do. Here's why I thought they'd make a good member of the organization. And I do talk to my trade directors trade director quite often. And so we have a good relationship. I think I've been around iTex for 8 or 9 years now, and I've used them a lot. My business wouldn't be 1/10 as successful as it is now without the iTex involvement, because I don't have to go out and borrow money to get inventory and to make improvements and to run my business. Instead, I can earn barter credits fairly easy by selling my products and services, many of which are digital. I do sell PDFs and ebooks and recordings of seminars and conferences that I spoke at or that I hosted myself. I also have lots of products with resale and reprint rights. A lot of these products are not normally in the world of the offline business person, and so when I offer to them, it's different than if you were, say, in that space, like the internet marketing space, where there's tens of thousands of resale and reprint rights, and some of them are very good quality, but people tend to devalue it and they want to haggle about everything. In the world of business barter, there is no haggling. There is no price gouging either. We're expected to sell our goods and services to other members for the price that we don't offer it for one price in one place and another price on the barter exchange. We're expected not to price gouge each other. But I do sell my stuff at full price, and that means some things, if I don't want to devalue them, I don't list them anyplace except for the iTex exchange. Anyway, this is Willie Crawford, and if you'd like an invite, just reach out to me. Again, Willie at williecrawford.org. That's not .com, it's Willie at williecrawford.org. Or text me, 850-621-2116. And in either case, please identify yourself as someone interested in barter, or maybe use the subject line interested in iTex, so that it stands out at me. All my text messages stand out at me or jump out at me, but I'll answer the ones that tell me what they're about fastest because I am very protective of my time. I offer things like copywriting services and ranking and renting websites, which takes a little time, and so I protect my free time. And basically, the world of barter allows me and you, or you and I, to sell our excess underutilized inventory, and that underutilized inventory for many people is their time. So you can certainly offer services like web services or voice talents or whatever you're good at. This is Willie. I look forward to hearing from you. I look forward to welcoming you into our organization. If you have any questions, you have my email address and my text number. Feel free to reach out to me, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you very much.